In 2026, more people than ever are working online, and a lot of people are working as digital nomads, seemingly being able to work from anywhere, travel around the world and make an income. I've had a lot of questions personally about how I make money online, and in this video I'll share how I do make money, what my main income stream is, if I have multiple income streams, and a few things I've failed at which I've attempted in the past as well. I'll also look at a couple of the pros and cons that people don't often consider when they look at this. When you look online now especially, it seems that the gold standard, or what people deem as being successful in life, is being a digital nomad or being able to work from anywhere. And whilst it does have some perks, there are some pros and some cons. So we'll touch on that. It's a 10 out of 10 beautiful morning here in Thailand currently, and I am gonna go head out to some breakfast. So let's go. Could I please get the all-day breakfast omelette, please? Could I get 2 extra eggs? Could I please get a iced matcha latte? Being a digital nomad and working remotely is often glamorized these days, and I understand it, especially if you're working a 9 to 5 in a job that you hate. Some people look at it and they think that maybe you do an hour or two's work each day and then you earn your money passively, crypto, or you've made some property investments or some trading or some mad shit like that. The reality is it's quite a varied kind of title. A digital nomad could have a 9 to 5 and work specific hours, just office hours, but be able to have the flexibility to work from anywhere. Or they're an entrepreneur that just works online, or whatever else. For me, some days I might only work 1 or 2 hours, might not be too busy. But then other days I might end up working when I open my eyes about 6 in the morning. And then I might end up falling asleep on my laptop at like 9, 10 p.m. at night and work pretty much all day, take my laptop with me for lunch. It's a very varied way of working and life that doesn't fit any real fixed rules. But because of the nature of what I do, my days very rarely look identical. And to add to that, it's actually a Saturday morning right now at 9:30 in the morning, and I'm about to crack on with some work for the next couple of hours. So yeah, you do have a lot of flexibility, but with that does require some discipline that comes along with it. So in terms of my income streams, the work I'm actually doing this morning is editing for YouTube. YouTube does make me money, but I've only had about 3 months since starting YouTube where it could have maybe covered all of my bills but if I wasn't doing something else, I wouldn't be able to sustain myself. My money would slowly be coming down. I got this question from someone last week actually about if I think it's a good idea to start travel YouTube content or social media content. I said go for it, there's no harm in it. I've had reasonably good months, bad months and average months from it. I'd say it's more of a supplementary income rather than full-time for most, but if you get a sponsor or two or the channel starts doing really well, then it defo could be a full-time income if done right. And that's the way I stand with it. If you want to jump on YouTube or social media content creation, of course you could smash it, you could do really well. But the reality is most people aren't smashing it. So you need to think what the possibility of you doing really well and making loads of money from it. The chances, if we're looking at it objectively, are small, but if you're really passionate about it, find a good niche and go in on it, it's definitely possible. So that's my take on income stream number 1. Now, number 2, my main income stream. So I became a personal trainer 11 years ago and I worked in a gym for around 6 years, face to face. And then I became an online fitness coach. I then went into further education on all things biomechanics and basically helping people with chronic pain or chronic injuries that the physio or chiropractor couldn't help. So for example, if someone was getting hip or knee pain when running, they would come to me. If they wanted to get in shape, they would come to me. So I kind of built this bit of a service where if you wanted to get in shape but your body was feeling a bit cranky and in pain, I would then be your guy. That's my main income stream and that's what I do. That's my day job. I've got 11 years in the industry and I studied a hell of a lot for about the first 8 years. The reason I say that, a lot of people just want to jump into becoming a digital nomad or doing something. The best advice I could give anyone is get a skill, because for me, if I wouldn't have got the skills that I had first, then I wouldn't have made money from anything first. I was doing some video editing just as a passion first, and then started doing it with YouTube, which brings me on to income stream number 3. I do some short form edits for people. However, I've reduced that now. That being said, when I was back in the UK earlier this year, I landed a job managing social media account for a construction firm. But I wasn't just managing it, I was doing their drone videography, their drone photography, and editing all of their reels, and it went actually really well. It was just the fact that I didn't want to stay in that location. And these are the small little sacrifices that we all have to make if we want to have the freedom to be able to move around. We have to accept that some work just is going to fizzle out, or we can't pursue it. And that's definitely a downside of this kind of lifestyle that not enough people talk about. Now, in terms of failed ventures, I've had a couple of things over the years, but more notably, I got talked into buying into some crypto. Didn't really do much research myself, and let's say it didn't go too well. I am a fan of taking calculated risks, although I would argue this was probably more of a gamble than a risk. It is what it is. I lost on that occasion, but maybe for some people they're successful with crypto. All I'd say is whatever ventures you're doing, do your own research, and anything that promises you to get rich quick probably should be approached with a little bit of skepticism, something I didn't do on this rare occasion. So being a digital nomad often gets looked upon as this. You're down on the beach, you're just living it up all the time. And whilst that can be the case some of the time, it's not the case all of the time. And I think a question that not a lot of people ask is, what are you giving up for it? Because it's very rare that people have a family and move around. And whilst it's possible, it's not really the most viable. Is you too, brother? Is having a family something you want? Is being stable in one place, building longer term relationships, having a friendship group, all of these things are a lot more difficult when you're moving around on a regular basis. So there's pros and cons to the lifestyle. It gives you a lot of freedom, but comes at the cost of security and stability quite often. And in terms of making money online, I would always look to try and get a skill. I'm fortunate that I got skilled in the fitness space that I can always fall back on, and that gives me a platform now to make money from. And then started video editing, and then could offer that to other people for those services. Started understanding YouTube, and now I'm trying to offer that as well. So the more skills you have, the more strings to your bow, then the more opportunities and the more doors that will open. My main income, coaching, YouTube and content, video editing, and drone videography and photography as well. Guys, as always, I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you found the video useful, interesting, insightful. And if you've got anything to add, if you're a digital nomad currently, or if you're aspiring and you want to fire some questions across, are you aiming to be a digital nomad, or have you tried it before and didn't like it? Or you're just trying to find out a little bit of info, be a bit nosy? Either way, let me know in the comments. Guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.